Everything about his design, the tieless suits, the cigarettes, and that crazy office with its view of a dying star and that wall of screens, all of that conveys an impression of a man with an all-knowing presence. One immediately infers that he knows everything that's going on in the Mass Effect universe. He sits alone in his room, signifying his place alone at the top of Cerberus, the only one in charge. He pulls the strings. Right from the get-go, he's both fascinating and frightening, and you immediately understand that it would not be wise to get on his bad side. He both leads and is the face of an activist, terrorist, organization that seems to have both limitless funding and a sensibility that is unhampered by ethics. This is Mother Mantis, and let's take a quick look at the Illusive Man and Cerberus. Okay, real quick, I want to let you know that I have memberships on my channel now. I know, but they're cheap and they'll really help me continue making these videos and doing live streams. Just check out the link below for a little intro video into why you should join. And I thank you very much for that. Okay, let me remind you that some of this is very spoily to the games. So while this is a character sketch of the Illusive Man and not a blow-by-blow of his actions during the game, it definitely spoils some of what you find out while playing the games. So don't watch it if you don't want to know this stuff. Cerberus is a human survivalist paramilitary group whose mission statement is to protect and advocate for humanity, and they're not too fussy about the means by which they do so. Their core belief is that humans deserve a greater role in the galactic community, and that Systems Alliance is just too concerned with public relations to effectively advocate for humans. Cerberus, as led by the Illusive Man, can be pretty fairly described as both ruthless and without scruples. You can read all about the Illusive Man's history in the graphic novel Evolution, but here's a quick shorthand of how the Illusive Man became the Illusive Man. Before founding Cerberus, the Illusive Man was known as Jack Harper, a mercenary and part of a special paramilitary group under the command of General Williams. During the First Contact War, Harper was serving on Shanxi when the Turians mistook humanity for invaders and attacked the colony. In the middle of all the fighting, 3 human mercs captured a Turian general named Decius Arterius. He was trying to use a Reaper artifact to turn the entire race into super beings that could take control of the entire galaxy. With the aid of a Turian specter named Saren Arterius, yes, that same Saren, he was General Arterius' brother, the plot was foiled, but 2 of Jack's close friends were killed in the process. Jack survived, but his exposure to the artifact changed him in several ways, but most noticeably at first, his eyes had to be replaced with prosthetics, though exactly how they were damaged by the artifact is not made clear. At any rate, Jack concluded that humanity needed an edge if it wanted to survive in the galaxy. Immediately following the First Contact War, an anonymous manifesto appeared warning of an alien attempt at human genocide. The manifesto called for the formation of an army, a Cerberus, to guard against invasion through the Charon Relay. The manifesto was mocked as, quote, a survivalist rhetoric written by an elusive man. And so Jack Harper took the moniker Illusive Man, proclaimed that his organization would be the guardians of humanity's interests, and who Jack Harper had been up until that point disappeared into the past. The Illusive Man named his organization Cerberus as a direct reference to the 3-headed dog which guards the gates of Hades in Greek mythology. Cerberus's mission statement is to protect and advocate for humanity in a large and dangerous galaxy. That's how the Illusive Man sells it to people he's trying to work with, like Miranda, Jacob, and later on, Shepard. Under the Illusive Man's leadership, Cerberus will use any technology, learn any secret, and obtain any scientific or military tactic by any means possible to ostensibly protect humanity. While their illegal and often unethical methods are indisputably abhorrent, Cerberus operatives seem to accept this as part of their commitment to the organization. Cerberus was never intended as a terrorist organization, but they've provoked the galaxy one too many times with unquestionably terroristic acts. They really live the mantra of the ends justifying the means. Early on, their missions were clandestine, but they botched a couple of missions, and a surviving former Cerberus agent publicly discussed them, and that resulted in them stepping up, partially, into the light. Cerberus effectively has eyes and ears all over the galaxy, so they're able to monitor trade routes and hubs, colonies, and all levels of government, so the Illusive Man has extraordinary access to information. They've ordered multiple hits on major figures, both human and alien, in galaxy politics, engaged in human and alien medical experimentation, including the kidnapping of children for use as guinea pigs. There are few, if any, acts they won't do and justify, and their objective is always the same: to weaken the alien council races and strengthen the political power of the humans. The Illusive Man is a smart guy, and after that early betrayal of an agent talking to outsiders, he now sections off intel regarding each Cerberus cell. So each cell is led by a single agent who reports directly to him, with the lower downs knowing very little about the overall mission or what the other cells are doing, or even the existence of other cells. By doing this, the Illusive Man is also able to closely monitor each cell, which makes it far easier to determine who's loyal and who might be talking too much or actively working against Cerberus. During the events of Mass Effect 2, Cerberus takes on its one ostensibly beneficent mission: fighting the Collectors and protecting human colonies. The Illusive Man gives Shepard a great deal of operational freedom, a massive budget, and allows her to recruit a large team to help her. But he's still the Illusive Man, so he also lures Shepard into a trap on the Collector ships just so that he can obtain intel on the Collectors and their homeworld. But overall, in Mass Effect 2, Cerberus seems a little more like a vigilante force and little less of a terrorist organization. However, as we know, that changes in Mass Effect 3, and by the game's end, the Illusive Man has a breakdown when Shepard and Anderson confront him, and he can even be convinced to take his own life to escape the Reaper control. But no matter how it plays out, the Illusive Man dies indoctrinated. So one has to wonder, at what point did his actions cease to be his own? Do you think it was as far back as his exposure to the Reaper artifact in the First Contact War? Let me know your opinion in the comments. The Illusive Man started out as a pro-human advocate, but his quest for power and his by any means necessary approach eventually did him in. He was convinced that using the power of the Reapers would secure human dominance, but instead, he and all of Cerberus became tools of the very force he had sworn to protect against. It's a very good example of why the at any cost and the ends justify the means attitudes are inherently dangerous, both for in-game characters and in real life. I hope you enjoyed this character sketch of the Illusive Man, and if you did, would you mind hitting the like and subscribe? I would appreciate it. Cheers and enjoy your day.